Good morning and welcome to the Dark Mom Consortium for January the 29th, 2021. I'm Mom. That said,
Hello, good morning.
Oh, wow, you sound very elegant this morning. Very subdued.
At this moment, I will be a little bit distracted as I have the carers
Oh,
in
excellent.
the
Yes, well,
already here. So
no problems.
I will be muffled a bit and occasionally chat with the nice people
Yeah,
here.
yes, yes, absolutely, of course. I mean, we must have
And
our
meanwhile, I'm
priorities.
also do giving Borg a bad time.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the name of the game.
Yeah, it's the Borg story arc I'm currently playing with my. Oh, and now
Yes,
I'm
go. I heard
real
it.
life totally been in, and I will be out for about a quarter of an hour.
Ooh, okay, no problem, said. We'll be here. We will be here.
Yeah,
Cadargo, I see. Good morning to you. I made sure. Pi made sure you had rights to come into the game, so go ahead and jump into chat. Obviously not in the morning because that's just me and Ed chit chatting in the morning, but in the evenings you're more than welcome to. What was I just gonna say? Oh, I had the coolest thing yesterday. Somebody was asking permission to join the fleet, and their on-call sign was Dark Mom, and I'm like, whoa, that's just meta. Okay, has everybody played the first episode? So, for those of you who haven't started, I won't go into details, but remember, even though you look like Jaula, if you would like to survive, you have to be brave Sir Robin and play on normal and throw a whole lot of hypos. And then remember to have honor after that. But yeah, run the F away. So, I actually went through my other account to get all that stuff done today. I've got disruptor damage in space, physical damage on the ground, and destroying Herc frigates. Good morning, Brad. So, let's see if we have physical damage to do on the ground. I would say let's find us a tune who's got some Lex knives and go hit New Tholia. One would hope everybody's got Lex knives, but I don't get to take out my science tunes too often. Just because honestly, I haven't got a great science build yet. And I am so snarking stupid some days. So I love the daily mission. Obviously, I love doing Omega points. And I forgot that you can do it daily on every account. It doesn't apply. I mean, you can't use it as the daily for every account, but you can do the mission every day, which is how you can get all the emotes and all that stuff if you've got a big group. And now that they've got it set up here where you can basically go to any place, though I did notice the ones in space around New Romulus do not count, which is a bit of a bummer. But think about it. If you want to do this, obviously you get to play the game. You can do it for your daily. If you want to do it for your daily, just don't turn in the last one until your 20-hour period is cooled down. What I don't know is, and if anybody has the answer to this one, if you do one of the two on one account, can you do the other one on a different account, or do they have to be on the same account to count as the dailies? Okay. I can't type tune. All right, for those of you who aren't aware, there's a bug with the first of the Jaula missions, which is if you leave the ground fight before the completion of the ground fight, it doesn't go to last save, it goes to the beginning, and you have to replay it, which, believe me, you don't want to do if you can avoid it. The second bug is that occasionally one of the bad guys disappears. You can't kill him, you can't find him, and you have to reset and go from the beginning again. They're aware of it. They just don't have a solution at the moment. Alrighty, so what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to go off to do something with some physical damage on the ground. But if I waited for Ed, we could do something together. But if I wait for Ed, I might not have time to do all of our fun stuff. The challenges of this game are many. Let's close that out there. So what shall we do? I think we're going to go off and do some physical damage on the ground someplace. Probably works better. We'll take some Lex throwing knives there. Where shall we go? Shall we go to Borgistan? I haven't been to Borgistan for a while. This tune hasn't been there in a long time. She's older. She sits around space dock, waiting for things to happen. Waiting for folks to remember her. It kind of feels like Picard sometimes, you know. Did all the good stuff, did all my missions, got all the accolades, and everybody forgets me now. So let's go down to Defura. Ooh, hold on a second. I know what we can do that's different. Oh, good. Let's leave the system. What do we never do? We don't do any of those old Breen missions anymore. I do believe Emancipation awards a decent amount of dilithium. And honestly, dilithium, yeah. Let's do dilithium. It's available. It is... And Emancipation is Zarya, so let's find Zarya. Come on, Zarya, where are you? We don't have a shortcut. There it is. Yeah, I love my jellyfish too, but I'll be honest, the fleet gave it to me because they are the most awesome of people, and hence the name of it. But I have a terrible build on this. It's a Torp build, and I'm not happy with it. I took a lot of advice from some of Augie's builds and some of Grumpy's information, but it's not right. So I'm now at the point of, do I switch to a cannon build? Because I kind of love cannons, and God knows this thing is maneuverable. So it could definitely work well with a cannon build, plus it would look really cool. So I gotta rethink this whole thing, and DT promised to help me, but you know, we're in the middle of doing this event. So it's gonna wait, but I do love it. I probably will never, ever get a different ship, but I will put the T6 upgrade on this one because, darn, it's a pretty ship. Weirdly enough, the other one I love is the Estica, or the Estica, or whatever that one is, the Vodwar ship. That sucker is a tank. It's nicely built. It needs to get a little upgrade now. But I've had that 6 or 7 years since I first met Ed, so probably 7 years. Wow, I've known Ed for a long time. That's scary. I also have a La Serena that's still sitting in a box. If I stopped doing all these live streams, I could just dedicate myself to playing the game and doing all that stuff. But I like you guys too. And this thing's going to time out on me. Maybe? Yay, it didn't time out. Wow, cool. Alrighty, let's head on over here. Yeah, the jellyfish is just awesome. Of course, it does have that weird acceleration thing. Zoop. Also nice for going sideways. Must have an inertial dampener from hell, though. Since we're here to do ground damage, let's do ground damage. Or, sorry, physical damage. Let's do our physical damage. Yes, they have big zappy guns. I'm going to throw little teeny tiny knives at you. It is. Let's see what we've got for presents. Spatial charges, that's what we're doing, okay. Anybody else want to mess with us? Transport these guys out. And let's go do this. I noticed they reused part of this map recently. I've played this one often enough that I recognize every single aisle. Oh, but that's a nice ship. The Harold von... I have a von Quas, which was a present from Ed. I love that ship. It is so nice. But the funny thing is with the big guy, play that doing the breach. Barely fits in the hulls. It's like using the big Sav J. That is so freaking huge. But it fits. Okay, I got my 10,000. I can go back and do serious stuff now. So I do have some goals. We're still in January. I can still work on goals for this year. Of getting a ship, a decent ship, on each count with a serious build, like a Tetrion build that I've got on my Riemann. Well, that was short.
I'm back.
That was short, Ed. I expected you to be gone for a while more.
So did I, but it went quickly and
Yes, it
swimmingly.
did. Nice. Well, I'm standing here killing Breen, doing Emancipation, chit-chatting about my jellyfish. And the Vaunt that you gave me years ago.
I'm away again for another 5 minutes. It's a little bit hands and forth, but
Yeah, I know.
things happen.
Friday's your real life day, so no need to apologize or say
Friendly
anything.
people, friendly chaos.
Did I miss something there? Nope. It's just unclear. Okay. Oops. Wrong way. Let's go this way. So I opened 4 Picard boxes last night with some of my 5 free keys. And while I got some very nice stuff, including a new trait, I didn't get a ship. Bummer. Not that I had any need for the ship, but it still would have been cool. Don't forget the Boys and Girls Club of America thing. They sold out on all of the packages yesterday within, I think, 4 hours of opening it up. They'd raised $30,000. So they opened up a whole bunch more of the packages. Now they've raised, at last night they'd raised $40,000. I'll go take a look and see where they're at today as soon as we're done here. So for $2 you get the Black Alert Tribble and the Tidal Charitable, which isn't bad. The Black Alert Tribble is a +2 run modifier, +2% run speed, and a +3 on ground health, which is again nice. You can can you upgrade? Yeah. You can upgrade your Black Alert Tribble to a Mycelial Tribble by feeding it some shiitake mushrooms, which cost a lobby, or you can buy them on the market for an ungodly amount of money, so don't know that that's worth it. But honestly, I don't think that's a great investment of your money, since if Terran Fortune Tribble has a better run modifier, though not better health modifier. But, for a $10 contribution, get the Black Alert Tribble, you get the Charitable Title, and you get the Command Battle Cruiser pack, which I'm going to pop open in 1 second so everyone can see it. I bought one for each account. Yes, I spent money on my other account, but it wasn't money that I gave to Cryptic. It was money I gave to, who is this? Boys and Girls of America. So bear with me just a second and we'll see what's in that package because I haven't opened it. And you can buy as many as you want to of them. Obviously, I bought one for each account. I think I've got a better gun than this. Okay. So let's go in here. We'll go into promotions. Here it is. It's the Cross-Faction Command Dreadnought Cruiser Bundle. So it's a Baran or a Kosh, a fleet ship module, and 1 ultimate tech upgrade. So it's the tech upgrade and the fleet ship module are once per account, but the 2 ships you can claim on all of your tunes on an account. It's at $52,993 and no keys for the ship. Give them a little bit then if you want the keys for the ship, because I guarantee they'll put more out there. That thing's doing very, very well. It's a great way for them to promote the game and to raise money for a really good cause. Especially right now. Because right now, a lot of the groups like Boys and Girls of America don't have a lot of people funding them, and they really do need it. I don't know about other places, but in the town where I lived until just recently, they did after-school activities, homework counseling, helped out with personal issues. They also did some meals, but mostly, just the supportive stuff that normally parents would be doing, but aren't doing at this particular moment, which is not me talking smack about parents. It's reality right now. Oh, that's why that was so tough. Okay, yeah, that does explain it a little bit. And we get to beam out now, so let's beam out. But $50,000 in these days is a nice amount of money to go to any charity. All right. Well, that was fun. So when Ed gets back here, I need to do some Herc frigates, and I need to do some disruptor damage in space, which is either we do the intro to home or we go off and do swarm, but I'm not sure which one yet. One of the two. Plasma wide beam rifle, one of my favorite weapons. Nicely tricked out, and it still isn't that effective. Something to think about. So I see it's very quiet out there this morning. Excuse me, it's really cold in here. And yes, I turn off my heat turn my heat down to 60 degrees at night, so it gets a little nippy. And I get up at 4:30, turn on the heat, get dressed, make my coffee, not necessarily in that order. And it's now been 2 hours and it's still cold in here. Probably because I've got my shades open. But the plants are a little sad if they don't get some sunlight. Ooh, what shall we do today? Disruptor damage. Herc frigates, those two go together. Tell you what, let's do some really quick work on this thing. Where are we near? We're near Deep Space Nine. We're near there. We're near Bajor. We haven't done the Bajor ones for a while. Let's head over to Bajor. So what have we got at Bajor? We have got ground Bajor. Oh, defer ground. I could have done one while I was there. Oh, hold on, I'm still almost there. Let's do defer first. I have never been to England or the UK in January. I've been there in December, and that was miserable. It was cold. It was wet. We were prepared for it. Then we were up in Ireland for a couple of days, and that was sunny and not wet and cold and windy, but gorgeous. We went to visit one of our fleet mates there. Yes, I traveled to visit fleet mates. I've only done 3 or 4 so far. Maybe if I win the lottery, I could go do more. That would be fun. Let's see. I need to go to defer it proper. There it is. Have you guys noticed that they've seemed to have buffed up the glow around them? Around the Omega particles? They're easier to see than they used to be. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I swear it's improved. So it was sunny and beautiful here yesterday, Mr. Cadargo, as long as you think 19 degrees is beautiful. But it beats the heck out of the day before when it was cold and gloomy, very gray, very overcast. No problems. I camped out in the house, did some cooking, baked some bread. My son drifts over to pick up some chili for dinner, and he's dripping with snow. I'm like, is it snowing? Yes, it's snowing. Oh, beans. Not generally a problem because we have great public transportation if I don't feel I can safely drive, though. Being in Chicago for years, I can drive through anything. There we go. As it should be. Let's head on to Bajor. So, Cadargo, what are your plans for the weekend? In fact, everybody, what are your plans for the weekend? Camping out to play the game? Having a real life? It's the end of January. It is like, ugh. We still have a good 2 months of this left before it starts to get really decent again. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention this. For those of you who are interested in the Boys and Girls of America thing, they have it for console, Xbox, so PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. So no matter what system you're using, you can get the goodies. Unlike the days when it was very limited. They need to get some new Q jokes. We should all write a good Q joke for him to use and send it to them. So they could put in new jokes every year. We're all smart. Well, you're all smart. Y'all have a good sense of humor. There's Bajor. Ah! I don't want to go to Deep Space Nine. I want to go to Bajor. Okay, just appreciate this. There's the jellyfish. And that looks like... Well, that's interesting. Oh, he beamed out, that's why. I think that was a scimitar behind me. This is a little teeny tiny ship. Wonder if they let me do the jellyfish for one of the shuttle missions. It's a tiny ship. I should be allowed to do it. Okay, well that's vague. Okay. So other side of ship or inside of here. Not inside of there, good. I liked old DS9 better for doing this. It was, you knew where everything was. Inside Quarks? Doesn't seem to be inside Quarks. It also says down. There is no down. There it is. And where should we go for the third one? Oh, it's a great ship. You should see it in a fight. Just got to deliver the firepower to make the tankiness of it work well. And the speed of it work well. Da, 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 da. Besides, it's the Defiant that's a tough little ship. Now let's see if we can get to Bajor. Ah! I just want to go to Bajor. It's not that difficult. I'm Federation. It shouldn't keep kicking me out like that. There. The stupid is strong with me today. Oh, we could do space, but I haven't been on Bajor in a long time. Yesterday, after getting home from work, I tried playing this on my laptop at work using my phone for the internet connection. I can play the game, but I cannot play the Omega Particle game. It just lags too much. But if you want to go in and do a patrol, it works. If you want to go and do some of the missions, it works. If I was really smart, I'd leave this and finish it. No, I have to do something else then. This is going to reset on the counter at 3 hours, so it's going to be at 9:30 this morning, which is a little early for a break in my opinion, but needs must sometimes. Everybody knows I play the game. We're allowed lots of breaks. But you get into the zen of doing this. As I said, I got home yesterday and I was going to work on the book, and I started to play this, and there's just that of sitting there and this ever so little motion, the little bit of adrenaline as things accelerate. The thrill of the occasional getting them all, the thrill of the occasional not getting them all. All right. So that's done for the day. Well, we've got do we have the party horn on this tune? That is a good question. Maybe not. That's the 9th anniversary. Let's see if we've got the 11th. There's the 10th. I don't do party horns every year, but maybe I'll do it this year. All right, Mr. Where'd you go, Q? Q. Come back here. You come back here right this moment, young man. Yeah, I'm always aiming to gain the perfect score, Cadargo. I mean, if you can, you can. Sometimes it's just like my brain doesn't work, and it doesn't work at all when I'm trying to do it from work, but it doesn't matter for the purposes of doing the event. All that matters is that you do it. For anyone who says they're not good at this, that's when you go down to the Draenor colony and you practice. Oops, missed 2. Still not bad. All right, we're going to give Ed a couple more minutes, and if we don't see Ed, we're going to start doing disruptor damage in space. So let's go find us a good disruptor tune. Obviously, we've got KDF with disruptors. I want to say that Kethsa's got it.
Welcome to Drozana.
By the way, sitting at Drozana, right about here.
Oh,
You can just.
I am back, and now I'm really back.
Well, it's just mentioning at Drozana, there's this one beautiful spot right here where they will just continue to spawn omega particles over and over, and you can just camp there. And eventually this one, after like 20 minutes, will die out, and you have to go to a different spot, and they'll just continue to spawn there. But Ed, I need to do some disruptor damage. I need to kill some Herc frigates. You can see where this is leading.
Herc frigates. Yeah. Would just complete my
Yes, yes.
my mission on yes, where you see the real Dr. Cooper, the non-imposter. That poor doctor. I wish he
Oh.
would return in his really, because he was really just. Let's know first.
So that would be, oh god, where angels fear to tread, I believe. I'll go look at
Yeah,
it. Don't worry.
it's where you are on the
Tom Paris has requested your help for a joint mission with his task force.
translation of the German title would be Darkness Rising.
A Gathering Darkness is the title here.
Gathering Darkness. Ta-da!
Proven to be capable of fighting.
That's
The
it.
war continues.
No problems. You go
Where
finish that
Angels
one.
Fear to Tread, I think that's
Is-
where he gets replaced.
Actually, it's the episode right before that.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm trying to find a ship that's got disruptors, which is really bad that I don't have a ship with disruptors.
Any aspiring Klingon should be.
Well, I've got my aspiring Klingon, but my aspiring Klingon can't do swarm or home.
Oh.
And my other one, I set her up because she's got plasma for my Rami. Let's see. Nope, that's AP. I thought we had AP on her. All right, let's go see what Kethla's got. But this is what I was talking about before you were gone, Ed, or while you were gone, is that I want to get every account to have at least one solid, not just the ship build, but also a dedicated beam build or energy build. Like my Riemann has a dedicated Tetrion build plus her other one.
Yeah, I have those meanwhile.
Mm-hmm. I love it. My 3 Klingons and none of them's got a disruptor build. A month
Yeah,
ago,
that is-
everybody had a disruptor build. I keep switching through things. But I like to play. I like to play with different
Yeah, one at a time.
I do. Unfortunately, I just don't remember who's got what. No, definitely not her. Well, I'm running out of tunes. No, there's no way she's got a disruptor build. Oh my god, my Vulcan's got a disruptor build. The one I didn't
How
think had it.
logical.
I have no idea how I did that, but okay. It's the spiral wave disruptors.
Those are good ones.
Yeah, I like them.
Just solid damage.
Well, that's all I need. And by the way, if you need Red Omegas, hang out here at Vlugta, because they just spawn like crazy. You don't have to do much, just kind of sit between 2 spots. The only problem is you wind up with so many awesome reds, and the yellows are easy at Drazana. So then you have to find a good spot to spawn blues, which I think Vulcan is the best in space. So is this one? Yeah, this is the right spot in my opinion, because you go from that one there, and you run over and you do this one here. And then you run right back over and do that one there. Over and over and over and over. And then at the end of the month you realize you've got thousands of particles.
And then the big boil down to shards and
Slivers and shards
slices.
and
Yeah.
whatever they're called. I thought they were silvers for a long time because I wasn't paying attention. Then somebody's like, no, it's a sliver. Oh, darn it. I still have 100 upgrades left from 3 years ago. Though I do wish they'd let us sell them again.
Thanks to bot use, nope,
Oh, it's because
they
of bots.
won't.
Ah, that's why.
It's all several of those cool things got away cause someone abused it.
That really sucks.
Yeah, like recalling the Arc quests more than 2 years ago.
Yeah. I know people who use bots to do like the dance mission on Ryza, which is just like, seriously, guys?
Okay. And now I am actually ready for cool stuff, flying in space with Mom, cause I did the mission.
Well, I'm Federation. Who would you like me to invite?
Federation, like, let me have a look.
So as I was saying, there's those two right there. There's one here. There's one up here above that. There's 1, 2, 3 over here, the one I showed you already. There's one here. There's one here. And all this is just so easy to just run around and sit there and happily chat with the Ferengis. And there's one up there. And they move a little bit, but that's basically where they are. And you can just sit there and happily do that over and over and over and over.
Okay, invite Morticia and pick your favorite space thing.
Well, we've got two options. We can do the opening sequence of Home, or we can do Swarm.
Swarm.
Okay. I need to get 60. So hopefully this will pop reasonably quickly. But if I don't get all 60, no biggies. I can pick them up at lunch or something.
Yeah.
And while I'm waiting, if you want to make the missions pop really quickly, go get involved in doing something else.
Yeah. Exchange is a very good pop bait. Pop bait.
And usually make it something you enjoy, too. Because it'll just interrupt it in the middle and mess you up. So I woke up yesterday, Ed, kind of sick and cold and under the weather and just not feeling good. I'm thinking, how could I be sick? I haven't seen other human beings except... See what I mean? Weewoo?
Weewoo is cool.
So I couldn't figure out how I could possibly be sick when I'm not seeing other people. Then I realized...
thing is, viruses travel on things as well.
They do, but we actually have virtually no contact person to person, so everything that I deal with is just me.
The Herc are about to
The one exception might be the mail when it comes in, but we didn't get mail in the last couple of days.
Maybe you got a virus from email. Yeah.
Well, it was a little bit more simple than that. I had put something out on my balcony and hadn't shut the door all the way, so there's all that cold air coming in last night. Oh, yes, I know, Mar Hawkman. I'll still get partial rewards. Is actually one way I do things when I'm kind of preoccupied. I'll let the game run on the side, set it up, and click, and it'll just collect on one thing. And it's something. It's not as much. I'm going over to Gamma, as always.
Okay, you go Gamma, then I go turn to Beta and create trouble there.
Love your ship name.
The Unsung Heroes. It's my beloved Narendra Fleet Edition. So the ambassador that also got a skin refit. I was happy with my kit bash and looks anyway. So, but maybe I look at the tailor for it to make her look even more snazzy. But it's a good ship. You can make. It's one of those ships that got into the coolness zone when the photonic officer skill had been revamped 1.5 years ago or so.
Wow.
It's all those. Meanwhile, the cool stuff
Well done.
started to be long in game.
Well, looks like we've got a lot of people down here, so I think I will move up. Well, I got a whole 3 frigates out of that. 3. Did great on the Rangers, though.
Satellite is back online. It will launch tractor mines against the Herc ships.
Excuse me, I said Ranger. I meant Ravager. Which one did we miss? There it is.
The la- Refugee ships head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships.
I think it will end up in a home opening sequence for you, anybody.
Yep. No worries.
Herc
It's
ships
just a
spotted
game.
at escape route Gamma. Get over there. Herc Dreadnought on sensors. Be careful. Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships. Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them. Speeding Turk ships spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there. Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships. Turk ships spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there. Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them. Turk ships spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there. Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
that's all of them.
That's everyone. We did what...
Not a bad start to the morning. Ooh, and I got 7 fleet marks. Woo! There we go.
Okay, about 40, it seems.
Well, that was a fun way to start the day. Always fun to start the days with you, Ed.
Yeah, I have to be as funny as possible.
Well, you're fun, if not funny, though you're always pretty funny, too. But in the good ways. In the good ways of funny. Oh, shoot, I got to
Okay,
take this with me.
funny in the good ways, not in the strange ways.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Funny how? All right, everyone. I am off to work and then off to Chicago. So I will be in game, but not on till maybe Sunday night, certainly Monday morning. Again with Ed.
Okay.
So everyone, have a great weekend. Ed, take care. I'm sure I will talk to you in game without the headset, because I'm not dragging the headset down there. We'll put it down, and the dogs are like, "Oh, what's this thing right here? We can chew."
Yeah, no. Can I chew? Tastes oddly, but try a little bit. Maybe it tastes better when I chew longer. Yes.
Yeah, I have lost 3 headphone sets to them, and not because of the headphones, because they chew the microphones off. True. And unfortunately, I love this headset, but it's like $200, and my husband just does the eye roll, and I'll buy a new one. You don't have to buy me a new one. Just buy me one of those boom mics, and then I don't have to deal with it. So that's next on the mom agendas, to get a decent boom mic. But I had some money for Christmas that I got as a bonus, and I gave it to the Boys and Girls of America thing. So on the off chance we win that big prize, if we win it, I'm going to raffle off the big prize, and I'm going to keep the $250 Steel Series gift certificate for myself. Not that I don't love you guys, but... All right, everyone, have a great weekend. Ed, do your thing.
Okay, so get a great start into the weekend and stay awesome.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.